Welcome back to NT Coins World, your trusted destination for exploring rare and valuable coins that many overlook in their everyday change. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist, a passionate coin roll hunter, or someone just discovering the thrill of collecting U.S. coinage, today's episode is guaranteed to grab your attention. We're diving into the world of Washington quarter dollar coins, focusing on truly fascinating issues: the 1776 to 1976 Bicentennial Quarter and the 1986 Washington Quarter. These coins tell stories not just in metal, but in national pride, design changes, and collector value. With every detail from historical background to minting anomalies, market worth, and collector appeal, this video will arm you with everything you need to know to make these coins prized parts of your collection. So get ready to explore the past, uncover hidden gems, and maybe even learn how your pocket change could be worth more than you ever imagined. Let's begin with one of the most patriotic coins ever minted, the Bicentennial Quarter. Few coins stir the heart of American collectors quite like the 1776 to 1976 Washington Quarter, also widely known as the Bicentennial Quarter. Released to commemorate 200 years of American independence, this coin is a striking departure from the standard Washington Quarter design, making it not only a patriotic symbol, but also a favorite among collectors for its historical and aesthetic significance. The United States Mint authorized this special issue as part of a broader program that included half dollars and dollar coins, all struck with distinctive reverse designs for the nation's bicentennial. Let's begin with the obverse. At first glance, it appears much like the regular Washington Quarter, still featuring the bold and dignified profile of George Washington facing left. Designed by John Flanagan in 1932, this bust has been a constant symbol of American currency. However, instead of a single year as you would typically find on quarters, the obverse of the bicentennial coin proudly displays the dual date, 1776 to 1976, directly beneath Washington's bust. This bicentennial dating immediately sets the coin apart from others in the series. Also inscribed on the obverse are the familiar Liberty across the top and In God We Trust to the left of the profile. Now to the reverse, where the magic of this coin truly comes alive. The traditional eagle has been replaced with a beautiful and detailed image of a colonial drummer boy standing proudly with his drum, representing the fight for American independence. Designed by Jack L.R. This design was selected through a national competition held by the U.S. Mint, inviting Americans to participate in honoring their history. To the left of the drummer is a torch encircled by 13 stars, symbolizing the original 13 colonies. Above the image, the words United States of America are inscribed, while below it, the words quarter dollar and the national motto E Pluribus Unum complete the layout. Mintage for the Bicentennial Quarter was enormous, reflecting the nationwide celebration and high demand for commemorative coinage. The Mint produced over 1.6 billion of these quarters across Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Specifically, the Denver Mint produced approximately 860,118,839 coins, making the D-Mint mark version particularly prevalent. However, in addition to standard circulation strikes, the Mint also produced special 40% silver bicentennial quarters as part of collector sets. These are typically found in proof or uncirculated conditions and carry a significant premium. In terms of value, a 1776 to 1976 Bicentennial Quarter in fine condition F12 generally carries modest market value, typically between $1 to $3, depending on eye appeal and condition. However, this price can escalate significantly for high-grade uncirculated specimens, especially those with strong luster, sharp details, and no major nicks or wear. Mint state examples MS65 and above can range from $10 to over $100, particularly if certified by grading services like PCGS or NGC. The silver-clad versions and the San Francisco struck proof coins can command even more of 40% silver proof. Bicentennial Quarter, for instance, can fetch between $10 and $30 in average condition, with perfect proof 70 examples reaching into the hundreds of dollars. These special issues were never released into general circulation, adding to their rarity and desirability among collectors. One of the most fascinating aspects of the 1776 to 1976 quarter is the broad variety of errors and die varieties that have emerged. Among these, the double die obverse DDO and double die reverse DDR varieties are particularly desirable. These errors can feature doubling on the drummer's face, the drumsticks, or the inscriptions such as Liberty and In God we trust. These types of double dies can range in value from $25 to several $100s. Depending on severity and coin grade, other error varieties include off-center strikes, clipped plankets, and struck-through errors, all of which are sought after by collectors who specialize in mint mistakes. Additionally, weak strikes and die fatigue can sometimes lead to soft or mushy details, especially around the drummer's features or the stars surrounding the torch. These can be of interest when combined with other minting anomalies. From a collector standpoint, the 1776 to 1976 Bicentennial Quarter holds timeless appeal. It represents more than just a piece of currency. It symbolizes the American spirit, history, and a unique departure from routine mint issues. For many, it was their first commemorative coin, introducing them to the hobby. Today, it remains a foundational piece in Washington Quarter collections, U.S. commemorative coin sets, and American historical memorabilia. The Bicentennial Quarter continues to be a conversation starter and a tangible connection to the country's past. Its beauty, history, and accessibility ensure it will remain one of the most collected coins in American numismatics for generations to come. As we shift from the spirited celebration of the bicentennial to the heart of the 1980s, we find ourselves examining the 1986 Washington Quarter dollar, a coin minted during a time of technological advancement, global tension, and economic optimism. Though it may not bear a special design or commemorative element like its bicentennial predecessor, the 1986 Washington Quarter holds strong significance for collectors interested in condition rarity, minting quality, and transitional coinage. From the pre-statehood quarter era, the obverse of the 1986 Washington Quarter returns to the familiar John Flanagan design that had adorned the quarter since 1932. George Washington's stately left-facing portrait dominates the front of the coin, with liberty inscribed boldly above his head. The motto "In God We Trust" remains to the left of his profile, and the date 1986 is cleanly minted below the bust, unlike the dual-dated bicentennial coin. The 1986 issue marks a return to single-year production, depending on the mint. You'll find either AP for Philadelphia, D for Denver, or S for San Francisco just to the right of the ribbon at Washington's neck. The reverse features the timeless eagle motif, a bald eagle with wings spread, perched atop a bundle of arrows, symbolizing preparedness and defense. Below the arrows, to olive branches symbolize peace, framing the design nicely. The inscriptions include United States of America across the top, the motto E Pluribus Unum above the eagle's head, and quarter dollar at the bottom. Mintage figures for the 1986 Washington Quarter were quite high, consistent with the demands of a growing economy and population. From the Denver Mint alone, over 500 million coins were struck, while the Philadelphia Mint produced over 551 million. San Francisco contributed proof coins for collector sets. Despite the high production, the key to collectability in this issue lies not in rarity by mintage, but in quality of preservation and specific error types. In fine condition, a 1986 Washington Quarter generally fetches around 50 cents to $1.50, making it a common but still desirable piece for introductory collectors. However, the story changes dramatically in higher grades. For coins graded MS-65 or MS-66, prices range between $10 and $40. Coins achieving MS-67 or higher, with nearly flawless luster and strike, can reach $200 to $500 at auction. These higher grade examples are particularly rare due to the volume of circulation and the absence of special strikes for general release. Proof versions struck in San Francisco, especially those with a deep cameo appearance and graded PR69 or PR70, can range from $10 to well over $100, depending on condition and certification. For collectors who seek pristine examples, these proof coins offer superior aesthetics and long-term value potential. Where the 1986 Washington Quarter truly becomes exciting is in its errors and die varieties. Several documented errors have captured the attention of collectors. These include off-center strikes, where the coin's design is partially missing due to misalignment during striking; broad strikes, which occur without a retaining collar and cause the coin to spread out beyond its normal diameter; and clipped plankets, where a portion of the coin's edge is missing. Also notable are die breaks, especially those forming raised lines or cuts on the coin, and double die varieties, although rarer, have been seen in both obverse and reverse inscriptions. An especially valuable error includes coins struck on the wrong planket, such as those accidentally minted on a nickel or foreign coin blank. These can sell from $100 to several $1,000s depending on the era type and clarity. Despite being a modern clad coin with no precious metal content, the 1986 Washington Quarter remains a solid piece for collectors focused on the late 20th century as the final decade before the introduction of the 50-state quarters program. Coins from the 1980s have become increasingly collected as a bridge between the traditional and the modern U.S. quarter era. Many collectors are now seeking full rolls of high-grade 1986 quarters, both for investment and for completing year sets. In conclusion, the 1986 Washington Quarter may not carry the immediate visual impact of a commemorative coin, but its value lies in quality, scarcity of condition, and potential minting anomalies. It's a must-have for anyone building a comprehensive Washington Quarter collection or studying the evolution of American coinage. So there you have it. Two iconic quarters that tell very different stories. One commemorates a historic milestone of liberty and revolution, while the other marks steady progress through a dynamic decade. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to NT Coins World for more deep dives into the coins that capture the spirit of America. And remember, your change might be worth much more than 25 cents. Keep collecting, and we'll see you in the next video.